Once upon a time, in a far-off forest, there was a group of animals who were the best of friends. There was a clever fox named Freddy, a kind-hearted rabbit named Rosie, a brave deer named Denny, and a gentle squirrel named Sammy. Every night, as the sun began to set, the animals would gather around a cozy fire in the clearing of the forest, and share stories of their adventures and dreams. One night, as they sat by the fire, Sammy noticed that Rosie seemed sad. He asked her what was wrong, and Rosie replied, "I had a bad dream last night. I dreamt that I was lost in the forest, and none of you could find me." The other animals listened intently, and Denny said, "Don't worry, Rosie. We would never let anything happen to you. We are a family, and we always stick together." Freddy chimed in, "And besides, I'm the smartest animal in the forest. I could find my way back to you blindfolded." The animals all laughed, and the fire crackled and popped. As the night grew later, the animals yawned and stretched, and Sammy said, "It's time for us to go to bed. Let's all stick close to each other tonight, so we can all feel safe and secure." The animals agreed, and they all snuggled together in a big pile, with Rosie in the middle. They fell asleep quickly, and soon they were all dreaming of happy things. But then, in the middle of the night, a fierce storm blew in. The wind howled and the rain poured down, and the animals were jostled and tossed around. Suddenly, Rosie woke up, and she realized that she was alone. She called out to her friends, but she couldn't hear them over the roar of the storm. She was scared, but she remembered what her friends had said earlier, about always sticking together. She took a deep breath, and she started to make her way through the storm. As she walked, she stumbled upon a tree that had been knocked over by the wind, and she became trapped underneath it. She called out for help, and soon she heard her friends' voices calling back to her. Denny used his strong antlers to lift the tree, while Freddy used his keen sense of smell to sniff out Rosie's location. Sammy climbed up the tree and lowered a rope down to Rosie, and she was able to climb out from under the fallen tree. Together, the animals made their way back to the clearing, and they huddled together under a big tree to wait out the storm. They told stories and jokes to keep their spirits up, and they all felt safe and protected, knowing that they had each other. Eventually, the storm passed, and the sun rose over the forest once again. The animals emerged from their shelter, tired but happy. They all knew that they were stronger when they stuck together, and that their friendship was the greatest gift they could ever have. From that night on, the animals slept even closer together, and they always made sure to check on each other during storms. And whenever Rosie had a bad dream, she knew that she had nothing to fear, because her friends were always there for her.